Hi, my name is Debbie. Welcome to Create Pretty Things. Tonight we are going to make a cute little project with this busy bee transfer. It's going to be cute. It's going to be quick. I hope you'll join me. If you want to know the products I'm using, please type B in the comments and you'll get a link to your messenger. And feel free to share the video and give it a heart. Okay, first of all, we've got this little 5x7 palette board. It's a great surface. It's two-sided. You can use this side. You can also use it as a little tray. Maybe you could add some handles and add some little legs to it. But I am going to use this side. It's already painted. It's smooth. You can use it landscape or portrait. I'm going to use it portrait. We are going to use our Bumblebee Yellow is going to be our color of our background. We are going to paint the background and then we're going to add the rest of it in black. So it should be really quick project. It's going to be adorable and I know that you're going to love it because I'm going to love it and we'll have a good time. Now, one thing that I wanted to tell you guys about is that this kit I'm using is not really a kit. It's kind of something I put together with this surface, but you can use whatever surfaces that you want to create this project. There is a kit. The May kit is called the Busy Bee kit. And it includes a chalk suede notebook, the transfer, and 2 individual paste packets. And it is on sale for 20% off. So depending on what you want, you may want to be able to buy the kit already put together and it'll be 20% off and you can get that sent to you. But if you want a sign or something to display, you will want to go ahead and type in the word B and get the cart link to the products that I'm using tonight. I hope you'll love it. I hope you'll share. I would love to get more viewers on, so please give it a try. I'm just going to share this real quick. And off we go. Okay, so this is our 5x7 palette board. This is the remainder of my Bumblebee paste. You can see it's the very end. I'm going to use this to paint with. And what I did is I went ahead and watered it down a little bit, mixed it up, and I'm going to see if it's going to give me the coverage that I want. If it doesn't, I have another jar of Bumblebee and I can use that. Okay, so I'm not really loving this because it is kind of lumpy. Yeah, let's not use this. I'm going to clean off what I have and we'll go over it with the other smooth brand new jar. Well, actually, maybe this will work. So sometimes when you're at the end, your paste gets a little dry and it gets kind of lumpy. And what you can do is you can thin it out again with some distilled water. Just mix it all around. And I kind of always hate to throw away any paste that's before it's time. I like to make sure that I get everything out and use it all. So this is actually a pretty good way to use up all this paste. Okay, that did work. So now I think, even though I have a little bit, I think I'm done with this. I'm going to go ahead and put it aside and get rid of it. I'm going to go ahead and dry up our background. Did you guys see how nice this color looks? It's very vibrant. I love it. I didn't paint the edges or anything, but that's okay. I may decide later to go ahead and do a design on the other side. And so that'll just kind of help it out a little bit. This is chalk paste and it dries really quick. It's also non-toxic and water soluble, so it should clean up really easy with water. And you don't have to worry about letting your kids use it. If they get on their hands, just wash it off. And so it's a lot of fun for kids to use. My grandkids love to use this paste. They love to do the transfers. It's a lot of fun for them. So you want to make sure that this dries, and you know it dries really quick. But because I'm going to be putting another transfer on top with another color, I do want to make sure that it's dry. And it's almost there. What are you guys doing? It's Friday. You made it through a work week. Hooray, the weekend's here and school is out here in Arizona, at least in Tucson. So the kids, I'm sure, are going to be happy. Parents will be busy entertaining your children, celebrating this weekend. Lots of fun ahead. Okay, this is dry now. Now, since I am going to be adding another layer of paste on top, I want to use what's called our surface wax, and you can use any kind of surface wax that's made for wood. And I'm just going to get a little bit on my applicator, and I'm going to rub it on. And I'm not going to put a whole lot, but I want to make sure I've got an even application on there. And I'm going to kind of buff it off as well. So buff it on, buff it off. And then I'm going to close up my surface wax and we're done. The purpose for the surface wax is so that your transfer does not stick really, really hard and pull up the layer of fresh paint that's underneath. Also, it kind of smooths out any roughness that the wood may, as you wet wood, the surface, the grains kind of pop up and it may make an uneven surface. If it's uneven, you can get some bleeding because your transfer is not going to lay down flat. It may have little bubbles underneath. And so you want to make sure that you try to smooth it out, and that helps sometimes. I also like surface wax because sometimes if you make a mistake, it makes it easier to come off if you do have a little bit of surface wax on there. All right, guys, we're going to get started. So here's our Busy Busy Bee. This is our smallest size, our A size transfer. And I'm going to go ahead and do what's called fuzzing. And fuzzing just means to add some lint. So I can do it on my jeans. I can do it on my shirt. I can do it on a towel. Anything that's going to pick up a little bit of lint. And it's going to reduce the stickiness of our transfer. See how our transfers are sticky? They're also reusable. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this down. I'm going to center it the best I can. And I'm just going to do the words busy, busy, busy. And remind me of that. Remind me we're only doing busy, busy, busy. So what my plan is, once I get it on here straight, this is what's nice about these sticky transfers. You can reposition them. Still a little bit off. Until your heart's content and you're happy with the way it's laying. That looks good. Oops, no, it's still a little off. Let me bring this down just a tad. Okay, now I want to make sure that this is smooth on here. So I'm going to get one of my rubber spatula squeegees. I'm just going to rub over the surface to make sure that it's down all the way. Now, the reason I'm not going to do the bee is because, and I didn't think about this, I wanted to add some dimension to it. So I'm going to chalk my bee on what's called a chalk suede tag. This is like a piece of cardstock, but it's got a texture on it. It's made out of chalk suede. So it makes it, it's really soft. It's easy to chalk. It looks vibrant. You can cut it. And this is what our chalk suede notebooks are also made out of. So if you choose to go the way of the chalk suede notebooks, it's going to be a bigger size. I think it's about a 5x7 maybe, made out of this type of material. And you're going to be able to chalk on it. Okay, so now I've got my paste down and I have got my shimmer shadow. Now, I have a feeling that when I made my cartling for this product that I didn't include both the paste. So it may not have the black in there or it may not have the yellow. If that's the case, go ahead and just add in whatever you want. And it doesn't have to be black or yellow. You can make whatever colors you want. And this is such a small project, just an individual packet of paste will make this project for you. And you'll probably have some left over. So I've got some paste on my squeegee. I'm just going to lay it down and squeegee, just smooth it over my surface. Everything that's white is silk screen, and that's where the paste is going to go through. Remember, I didn't want to chalk my bee at this point in time. Just the busy, busy, busy. I'm going to take off any extra paste. Whatever remains on my squeegee is still good to go. So I'm going to put it back in my jar. Actually, I'm going to use it for my bee, but I'm going to go ahead and pull this off carefully. And as I pull it down, I'm going to make sure that everything is clear, that I have good coverage. If not, I can put it down real quick and correct it, but it looks really good. This is what it looks like so far, guys. Awesome. Da-da-da! All right. If you guys don't see the live up in the top corner over here, that means you're watching the replay. That's great. I love it. But just if you would do me a favor and comment hashtag replay in the comments. That way I know that you watched. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my bee down on my chalk suede tag, go around the edges. I'm going to chalk my bee and then I'm going to cut it out after it's dry. So here we go. Our cute little bee. Got extra. I'm going to put it back to the jar. Put my squeegee in my water bath. I am going to peel this off my chalk suede tag. Look how cute that is, guys. That is adorable. I'm going to set it aside for just a second because I want to dry my transfer or clean it. I'm going to spray it with some regular tap water. I'm going to take a paper towel, rub off the first layer of paste. And then I am going to get my board eraser. This is in the cart also, guys, and you don't have to buy it, but I highly recommend it. This is like a magic eraser sponge, but it does not have chemicals in it. Since these are reusable transfers, you want to make them last. You can use them up to a dozen times. So you can do this project over and over again once you have the transfer, many different ways on many different surfaces. But you want to make sure you're not rubbing off this sticky on the back side. And you want to make sure you're cleaning all the paste out of the silkscreen. So you should be able to see right through your silkscreen. Next, I'm going to get a dry paper towel, quickly go over the sticky side, and then I'm going to go over the top of it. And this is how I store it. I take the transfer backer that it came off of, and I apply the transfer back onto that. And there is a right and a wrong side to your backer. And I didn't mark this, but I should have. But sometimes you can look and see the imprint or shadow of the right side and the left and the wrong side. I'm hoping that I did this correctly. I want to smooth this back on there to make sure it's got good connection. And I normally, when I take this off, I get a marker and just mark an X on the back so I know which is the front and which is the back. I neglected to do that this time. So let's hope I did it on the right side. I hope so. I'm going to dry this up for just a second. It's very cute. And I love this chalk suede. It really does feel good. I'm going to get out my scissors and I am going just to trim around the bee. I'm going to see how good I am at this. I'm going to leave some white on it. I'm not the best at cutting out shapes, guys, so we're going to do the best we can. I am not perfect by any means. I'm doing a pretty good job so far, guys. Watch me cut a leg off next. I wouldn't put it past me. I'm just going to kind of go around it real quick, and then I'll go in and out and cut out some of the details. And we'll get this bee cut out. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday evening. If, as you jump on, please tell me where you're watching from. Say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm from Tucson, Arizona. And we normally get monsoons like starting in July. And we haven't really had a good monsoon season for a while. But this week we've been getting some temptations. It's something they're trying to tell us that monsoons are on the way. We're getting some little samples of rainstorms. which are kind of nice. We could always use rain in the desert. And it makes the flowers and the cactus so beautiful. It's very welcome to us. Let's see if I did it, guys. One more little cut. Okay, guys, look at that. Isn't it a cute little bee? Okay, so now I wanted it to pop up off of the board a little bit. And there's a lot of things you can use. There's something called Pop Dots. I don't think I have them in my drawer though. So the quickest thing that I could locate is a magnet. So I have just a small little magnet. And while we don't need the magnetic properties, I'm going to use it to lift up my bee off my board. So I've heated up my glue gun and I hope it's heated. And I'm going to apply my magnet. And in this case, it's going to be like a riser. It's going to rise it up off the board. Apply a little bit of glue. And apply my bee. And this is it, guys. It could use some embellishment like with a ribbon. But honestly, I think I like it better like this. I have some bee ribbon. I'd have to find it. But I love the simplicity of this. What do you guys think? Do you love it? I love it. I hope you do too. Well, that's all I have for tonight. This was a very quick one, but it packs a big punch, I think. Remember that you can get this either through the cart link, you can get all the supplies, or there is a kit with a chalk suede notebook instead of the palette board. And you can actually write in that notebook after you decorate it. So that's something to look at. It is 20% off right now, only through the end of May and while supplies last. So I hope you like this. Please share if you know somebody who'd love it. Feel free to follow my page and like the video. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.